Why is it said that humans may never truly understand four-dimensional space? In this picture, your first reaction might be to think it's a hexagon made up of 6 triangles. But when we rotate the image, we realize it's actually a cube. During this process, the image transforms from 2 dimensions into 3 dimensions. However, if the image comes from a 3-dimensional world, it would be extremely difficult for 2-dimensional beings to comprehend higher dimensional spaces. So, what exactly is a dimension? In geometry, a dimension refers to the number of coordinate directions needed to describe a space. For instance, a one-dimensional space is simply an infinitely long straight line. If there were intelligent beings living there, they would not be able to comprehend any geometric concepts beyond length. When we add a perpendicular line to that one-dimensional line, we create a 2-dimensional space, characterized by both length and width, with 2 sides, top and bottom. Suppose an ant lives within this 2-dimensional world. Scientists treat this 2D figure as its entire universe. When measuring it, they might find the universe has a finite length. However, if we twist and connect the 2 ends of this 2D plane, we create the famous Mobius strip. In this case, the ant scientist continues crawling straight. No matter how far it goes, it never encounters an edge. Yet from our 3-dimensional perspective, the Mobius strip is merely a special topological structure of a 2-dimensional surface. When we add a line perpendicular to both the length and width directions, we obtain the 3rd dimension, the 3-dimensional space that we live in. Here we can move freely in 3 directions, but just like the 2-dimensional ant, we face the same fundamental questions. How big is the universe? What shape is the universe? Although in physics, the concept of infinity lacks direct physical meaning, when trying to describe why a finite universe seems infinite, scientists propose objects like the Klein bottle, a fascinating object that cannot exist in ordinary 3-dimensional reality. Through repeated research and experiments, scientists discovered that the structure of the Klein bottle suggests that the universe may not be limited to just the 3 dimensions we perceive. It could exist in higher dimensions. While we can use abstract concepts and symbols, like M-theory, to describe how the universe operates, our 3-dimensional senses and thinking severely limit our ability to truly understand higher dimensional spaces. It's similar to how a 2-dimensional being can only see a line when looking at a circle, unable to perceive the whole shape. When a 2-dimensional figure rises into 3 dimensions, the 2-dimensional being simply cannot comprehend its true form.